We are Minnie and Gio, and this is Buddha and Aspen. We live in an apartment in the big city and we have almost zero camping experience. This summer, we decided to go camping almost every other week. This time, we convinced 6 of our apartment friends to join us for their first night ever in the woods.
How did you guys sleep?
Terrible, horrible.
Most outdoor content online is beautiful, cinematic, and kind of overwhelming. It makes you feel like you need a 510 and a personal survival guide just to try it, but we are not doing that. We are figuring out from scratch. We will show you the awkward, messy, and totally doable version of camping, and how you can do it too. If you love the outdoors but feel like you would be the last person to survive out there, you're in the right place. This isn't a pro camping channel. This is what really looks like to figure it out by your own. Can they survive building tarps, cooking on fire, and dealing with nature's most ruthless enemy, mosquitoes? So hopefully our friendship stays after this trip.
Come along with us and let's see how that will end up.
Yay!
We've been feeling that every time we arrive to a new spot, it feels like a blank canvas.
Ooh.
Where are we gonna place our tent?
I think here is gonna be like picnic. I think it can be like the mosquito net thing over here.
Okay, like here in front? We just feel like architects, starting from an empty space, deciding where we're gonna have our lounge or sleeping area and everything that we plan to do in our camping site. We chose to keep our tent closer to the trees in the back and our kitchen area facing the fire pit so we could have easy access to anything we needed. Buddha! Oh, this is how she low packed for a camping
Very low
trip.
pack because like 2 days and a half, it's like not a lot, you know.
And the coldest we get is 5 degrees. Reveal.
This is it, you know.
And what is this? Tell me, like this huge box. What is that?
A duvet.
A duvet. It's a huge blanket.
Hey, you know what? If we're going to bully us, there's a whole suitcase here.
Come the suitcase on her.
All my stuff is here.
Yes, you packed
Show
so
your
much
suitcase.
lighter than me.
You wanna see it?
Que isso?
Sleeping pad. Apparently that's not for my skin. Unless I'm a spider or something.
Well, now it's action time. We started by cleaning up the area where we would place the tent, so nothing is poking underneath. We then started the tent setup by opening the tent flat in the floor, spreading people in all the corners of the tent, opening the poles straight and crossing them as an X. Then, since we had a large group of people, we were able to force the tent up by curving up the poles. One thing we forgot was placing a tarp under the tent. In case of rain, the tarp helps keep the bottom of the tent dry. Luckily, we had enough hands to lift it up and slide the tarp underneath. Once your tent is done, just make sure all the clips are properly attached to the poles and everything is securely stacked to the ground. And now we repeated the process all over again with Ford's greenhouse. Opening posts, crossing as an X, popping up, and done.
This was the best investment ever, honestly. Last time we used it X, and this time we have it this one. So thank you Walmart for this $5 tool.
And slowly but surely, we were making ourselves home.
Dance to and write a song that only you can sing. Anything to make you happy. Silly sentences to hear you laughing. All I need to know.
After all this effort, this is what I got.
We were starting to get hungry, so it was fire time. After watching a few extra tutorials, we decided to try something new. Instead of using a lighter, which always ran out of fluid by the end of a camping weekend, we brought a magnesium fire starter. We built our tinder with some dry leaves, added a bit of cotton and petroleum jelly as a homemade fire starter. Then scraped the back of the magnesium stick to get some silver flakes. Once you scrape the metal part, you get those beautiful sparkles. My friend Maisa gave her first try and boom, fire for our first meal.
Oh, you know I'm so fun. Yeah, I just wanna cry a river. I can float down in the sun. Everybody's in the kitchen, drinking all of my ambition.
The next thing we had to take care of while we still had sunlight was setting up the tarps, since there was a chance of rain coming. Our plan was to have 2 tarp setups, one over the tent and another over the fire area. We started by placing the tarp above the tent and tying the corners to the nearby trees. For that, we used some cords we grabbed from the dollar store and a handy little stool that we got from Amazon to help us reach higher branches while tying it up.
Party. I know, you know.
We were all teaming up. While some of us were cooking, others were setting up the tarp and a few were organizing the space. It was a full-on group effort.
Life is really just a long game. I know, you know, I'm in love. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my body. Dancing fits me like a glove. I'm super blue. Every night. Forget
For this shared meal together, we had the traditional hamburgers cooked by the fire and corn.
I had it all figured out.
For washing the dishes in the woods, we are still under development. For now, 2 buckets, one for washing and another for rinsing, do the job.
Do it all on my own.
So the plan is we need to put a cord here and we're gonna place a tarp so we have a shelter around the fire here. We want to sit around the fire, but it might rain, so having a shelter will be the solution. Okay, now guys, I put my friends to build a shelter. They are there working. Yay! See, this is the stairs we bought on Amazon. Bia is using to stand tall. Our friends were already enjoying so much being outside that they start to get really creative. Isa found this huge stick that she was using to bring the cords of the tarps higher in the trees. When we watch back, it feels like we know what we were doing, but behind the scenes, we took around 2 hours just planning and trying to figure it out which plan was the best to pull up the huge tarp on top. Guys, I'm gonna try to explain what's happening now. We're trying to connect one tarp to another tarp because we don't have a huge tarp. We're gonna cross a whole tarp around the fire, the chairs, so we have a whole rain-proof area. And my friends, as you can see, they are working hard. Woo! Yeah! Let's see how it's gonna be the final result. I thought I brought newbie camper friends, but turns out that they work with landscaping and for no reason, look at this. Look what's happening. I think I'm the newbie here. I'm just chilling. Always bring landscaper friends to your camping. While the sun starts to set, we also prepare our lights. Everything was looking so beautiful and we were really proud of all the hard work we did it. Something that happens about being out in the nature that sparks your creativity. Our next little project was figuring out how to hold the kettle over the fire. We ended up using 2 sturdy tree branches and a rock to balance the weight. It actually worked.
Get tangled in the sheets with the love lover that isn't you.
My friend and I got in charge of preparing our sleeping area. The tent was huge, it actually fit 8 people, so we started making our beds, opening the sleeping bags, and just making sure we all would fit together sleeping in the tent.
Let me go on without you. Let me go on without you.
We were able to put all the sleeping beds and now some sleeping bags. And we're supposed to have 5 people sleeping tonight and 8 sleeping tomorrow. Night had fallen after a long day, and it was finally dinner time. Being a group of Brazilians, one thing was guaranteed: the food was going to be amazing. Mais and Bea took the lead on our yakisoba dinner, cooking up a delicious mix of chicken, noodles, and veggies. And since we wanted to test out our kettle setup, we also made some hot chocolate to wrap up the evening. We have 2 people with me sleeping here. 1, 2, 3, and a dog, and a half dog, and another dog over there hidden. Good night. Good morning. This morning is 5 degrees Celsius, or night reached 5 degrees Celsius as well, but luckily everybody stayed warm and had a good sleep. But since the day will be kind of chilly today, I'm gonna set up a fire. Also, everything we built is still in the same place, safe and sound. Nothing was taken out of place by the strong winds that we had for the night, right?
37 kilometers.
37 kilometers of wind? Wow, that's strong.
Looks like a spirit
Yeah.
passing through our tent all the time. It's just like.
Yeah, big and loud. Ooh, I need to make fire because I'm feeling really chilly.
Habemos fogo!
The morning was much chiller than we expected for this weekend. Thankfully, the fire and a cup of hot coffee help us warm up.
I closed the chapter to chase what I'm after, and you always knew that I'd leave. And I've still got big
Cozy mornings like this, cutting the wood, feeding the fire, making bacon over the flames, remind me how good it is to slow down, to not have every step of survival figured out. There is something special about doing things slowly, really appreciating the moment.
Crosswords with coffee every Sunday before noon. And sometimes I wonder if
It was early in the morning that our other friends, Ana, Thalita, and Maria, showed up to join the fun, making everything feel even more complete.
Olha que delícia. Só a babinha.
my greatest fear is no one will see me the way that you did at 23. In that old apartment on the corner of Astor, well, that is the chapter I keep wanting to reread. But am I reading in too deep? Do you ever think of me?
Afternoons called for food, so we all gathered to share some classic. A Brazilian meal, stroganoff. It's a creamy chicken served with rice, a true taste of home. We're gonna make some cinnamon roll. Making cinnamon rolls over the fire was something that I was really excited to try. And honestly, what made it even better was sharing the moment with friends, sitting around the fire, laughing about life, and just being real and vulnerable with each other.
My boots and briefcase are waiting at the door. My ride sweeter to meet the one I love.
The evening rolled in, and of course, we found ourselves around the fire again. Classic camping vibes. For dinner, we whipped a cozy chili with a crunchy chips on the side. It was nothing fancy, but it hit the spot. It was just one of those nights where everything slowed down and you were just super grateful for good food, good fire, and even better company. That was the end of our day. A new day started, but not quite as bright. While we were getting breakfast going, coffee brewing, pans heating up, Maisa realized her car wouldn't start. Definitely not what you want to deal with in first thing in the morning. We kept things moving, trying to stay calm and enjoying the slow morning. Even with the little cloud hanging over us. Eventually, we found a park ranger, and thankfully they helped us jump the battery and get the car running again. Crisis averted and the day was back on track. This night in a tent was really cold. The night reached -1 degree Celsius. So I want to check with my friends, how did they sleep? How did you sleep tonight?
It was like sleeping
Super cozy?
super cozy. Everybody was together, so it was super warm.
Did you feel cold on -1?
No.
No? How did you sleep?
Good, but only after I get really warm.
You felt cold?
Yes, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay, perfect.
I took a while to fall asleep because I was super cold. But once I warmed up, then it was cool.
Like 0 to 10, how was your sleep?
7.
7, okay. How did you guys sleep?
Terrible, horrible.
Horrible?
I love civilization.
Would you camp again?
Yes, I would camp again with a good gear. Yes, if you don't have good gear, it's
Horrible.
tough. It's tough.
How did you sleep? It was your first time, yeah?
My first time, and I laid down and closed my eyes, and I was out.
Gone? Okay, so it was a 0 to 10?
Oh my
7.9.
God, this is better than she does at home, okay?
How 0 to 10 for you?
It was a solid 4.
Whoa, okay. Well, 2 days were more than enough to give us a real taste of what camping is all about. Beyond the highlights, cozy meal cooked over the fire, the laughs shared with friends, the peacefulness of being surrounded by nature, there's also the realness of it all. Cheers to everybody that survived the woods. You made it! Like sleeping outside in -1 degrees with no heater, no soft bed, and definitely no luxury. But even with the cold nights and the little challenges here and there, this trip was something special. We built our little campsite from scratch, learning new things together.
So it's easier to untie a knot, but then you just do this.
I stick in the middle?
I stick in the middle, and it's easier to
And a
untie the
fork.
knot.
Nice, that's really smart.
The fork is to untie the ones that I didn't put a stick on.
And we made new memories that you only make when you are unplugged and fully present with the people around you. These are the kinds of moments that stays with you, not just because of what we did, but because of who we share them with. I hope our friends got a real taste of how camping feels, not just the fun, but the magic of slowing down and living simply, even if it's just for a weekend. Would you camp again? Yes or no?
Yes, but just one night.
You did great. Would you camp again? Yes or no?
Yes, just one night.
You're good. High five. Would you camp again? Yes or no?
Yes. But we more like appropriate gear.
Better gear. Okay. Would you camp again? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Doesn't matter. No buts. Everybody's saying buts. No buts. Okay. Would you camp again, yes or no? Yes? No buts? Okay, high five. You did it.
I'm here and now. I played the dice right.